Hey y'all, I'm here. I'm back with another video. First of all, do you guys like my hair? Do you like it? Do you like it? Yeah. Yep. I left out. I left out. Okay. I took my hair out, y'all. I haven't had my hair out in a long time. But anyway, I'm so sorry, y'all. I've been lacking on the videos. When I'm telling you the tooth pain that I have been going through, if y'all anybody who's had really bad tooth pain, you're gonna understand my plight. There was no way in hell I was getting on this stinking chalk. So I want to do a very quick review of the Cartel Crew, the last two episodes. I'll put the episodes numbers in the bottom. I can't think of it off the top. I think it's 6 and 7, but regardless. So we're gonna start with last week's episode since I didn't review last week's. Last week's episode, got me really emotional now that I think about it, cause like there was a few different scenes in there. So let's just kind of hit on the main parts. So the main parts was that Mike and Magic, they went to California to go and look at all of the marijuana stuff for their business that they're partnering up with Cookies. So they did that. I can't really remember what was going on with Stephanie. Nicole was dealing with her NBA boyfriend. My thing with Nicole is like Nicole's trying to say that she's trying to get pregnant, and I think that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, you haven't been with this man that long. After watching this episode, it's clear that he's not even ready for anything like that. I just feel like you're being a little bit too thirsty, and you need to bring it down a couple notches. Um, really though, the two parts that got me was Diana and Cat, for real. Like, okay, so with Diana, now mind you, this is last episode. She took the kids to California to pretty much go and see their father. When they was in the car on the way to the actual prison, and because her baby's father's mother came with them, and the mama just started crying in the car, I felt so bad. And then when they got out and they was like walking towards the prison, and his mom was like literally having like a panic attack, I felt so bad. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad. Like, anybody who's ever had anybody that's incarcerated, it's not easy. It's not a fun time. It's very, very hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. So I felt bad for her. The kids seemed like they did okay. So I'm happy that they got to see their dad. Now Kat and Eddie. Let me tell you, that whole scene. First of all, I want to say this. Kat and Eddie have been the best part of this show so far, like this season. Because every single time, even yesterday's episode, anytime it's just them two on screen, I swear it feels like I am literally peeking in on something I have no business like looking. Like, their whole dynamic and situation to me it's real as fuck. Like, I think that's one of the realest parts of this whole show. So they went out. So Eddie took her out to eat to Versace's mansion. Now I went to Miami. Last year actually. I went last year for my birthday, and we stayed at a hotel that was literally like around the block from the Versace's mansion. That shit on the we didn't go inside even though we were supposed to have dinner there, but being drunk and the hot ass mess in Miami, then we forgot. But Versace's mansion on the outside, like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so when that's where he took her out to eat, and I looked inside, I'm like, yo, I really wish when I go back to Miami, because I'm gonna go back soon, I'm gonna go out to eat there. It looks so beautiful. But he took her out to eat, because he wanted to, just kind of show her, that he's trying to do better. And, Eddie cheated on Kat when she was pregnant. So, she's always got some feelings, about what happened back then. So they're sitting there talking, and she's wild, by everything, and everything's so nice. But then, she's like, I don't want to kill the mood, but then she kills the mood. And, she brings up the fact that he cheated on her and how she's gonna have a hard time trusting him. And there was like some valid points, I think, being said from both sides. Cat whole thing was like, look, at the end of the day, you hurt me, and it's gonna take me some time for me to be able to like trust you the way that I used to, you know what I mean? And Eddie was explaining to her why it was that he wasn't, at least in my opinion, I don't think he was making up any excuses for why he did what he did. I think he was just explaining it to her, and he's told her, he said, me not being part of me being in that like type of lifestyle, like that contributed to me doing that. Now I do agree with Kat when she was like, Because he said to her, he was like, you got with a dude like me, so you should already knew what to expect. And Kat said, no, that's not true. It's like, I half and half agree. To one degree, I ain't going. Okay, I don't know too many street niggas that are faithful. That's just me. But I'm pretty sure there's some out there that is like, and so I don't think that that's an excuse, but at the same time, I understand just the simple environment that you're around. You're around a whole bunch of money, which is gonna bring up a whole bunch of hoes. Like, and that it's up to you to have that willpower. But if you're dealing with that type of lifestyle, you probably don't even give a fuck in the first place. And I think that's what he was trying to say. Like, I literally didn't care about anything at that time. Not just about, oh, you, I didn't care about shit. I didn't care about my life. I didn't care about my future. I didn't care about nothing. So I thought that was a valid point. But yeah, they ruined that whole night. Like Eddie said, that was a waste of time. And I know, and I seen the prices, because the prices is right out front. That was a waste of a whole lot of money. I would have sucked it up, and we would have to argue another day. I'm sorry, how you gonna be fucked up? So that was that. On this episode, so I'm gonna lie, y'all, I was hesitant on doing this episode because, see, I don't want no parts. I don't even really want to say this man's name because, look, I have nothing negative to say about this man. I have nothing negative to say about his wife. I have nothing negative to say about all his dealings. El Chapo, shout out to you. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm done. I'm done. I don't even want to talk about it too much. But on this week's episode, what happened this week? I'm trying to think. Okay, so Eddie and Magic meet up at like this restaurant, this little barbecue restaurant or whatever, and they're just pretty much talking about their sons. And Eddie is trying to, tell Magic, how he realizes the stuff that he did to Kat, is really probably one day gonna come back and haunt him as far as his son is concerned, because he said when he was locked up, he thought about a lot of the stuff that his father put his mom through, and how he's seen the way that affected her, and he doesn't want that same thing to happen as far as his son is concerned. And Magic said that his whole thing is like, he has to try to explain to his son what it was that he used to do and how it is that he used to be, so that he don't be, out in these streets. Kids got Google. The internet is a real thing. So he's like, I don't want my kid out here Googling stuff and somebody else telling him something and not really getting it from me. I think in those type of situations, you need to be honest with your kid as early as you can. Now, some things, they ain't kids' business, but I feel like when kids get to a certain age, you do need to let them know certain things, because I swear, trust me, I know this. Keeping stuff from your kids, they will resent you and they will hold that shit against you for a very, 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 very long time. You're better off just being honest and being real about the shit that you've done. We ain't perfect, but as we all know, the older you get, the more you're going to start to understand things. And I understand people be like, oh, well, that's why you want to wait till they get older so that they get it. Nah, let them know now, because when, like I said, if they find out when they get older about certain things, they're not gonna be able to forgive you or look at you the same way. You might as well just put your truth out there now and just go with it. So I agree on that front. Then we had I'm not going scene by scene, I'm just talking about what I remember. Nicole went out with her boyfriend, which I guess, I don't even really know if that's her boyfriend. I'm gonna say it's her boyfriend. They went out to eat. He took her somewhere a little nice, and he was just kind of explaining to her how I'm gonna be real. I took it as him saying, like, Nicole, I like you and stuff, and I like chilling with you, but I'm not really trying to get too serious as far as like trying to be in a relationship. That's not where I'm at. It's too much temptation out here on these roads, and there's too many hoes that I could possibly fuck. So because of that, I'm not really ready to go all full deep in the way that you want me to. That's what I took from the conversation. But he said to her, that it's hard for him to open up, and he has a hard time balancing his life and then trying to be with her and this, that, and the third. Okay, well, I'm glad, I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad he said that, because then maybe, Nicole, you'll stop talking about having this damn baby. You don't need no damn baby. You don't need a damn baby. Okay? You as a baby. You need to grow up first, and then we can have a baby. But right now, no. I just feel like she acting a little bit too thirsty. That's just my opinion. Then, after that, we had Stephanie was talking to Kat for a brief moment, about what's going on with her career and stuff, and is she technically signed with Young Money? No. What's going on with them? Oh, I don't know. This is my whole thing, Stephanie. I'm glad that you're about to be like, let me get up out of here and do what I gotta do, because I'm not trying to be funny, but like, Wayne just fixed his situation. Do you get what I'm saying? That's probably why, to me, I think at least that's probably why there was like a lot of hold up. Because remember that whole lawsuit between Wayne and Birdman and them, that shit just got settled not that long ago. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't able to do much. Wayne couldn't even release music his damn self. So do you think he was really worried about somebody else releasing music? I think the fuck not. So I do think, Stephanie, it's best if you just go about your business. I'm not trying to be funny, but who else? There has been nobody on Young Money in the past, let's be real, like almost 10 years now, that has really popped. Nicki, Drake, Tyga. That was at the inception of Young Money, which was what, 2008, 2009-ish? Since those three people, other than those three people, nobody else has popped from there. Like I said, Christina Milian signed there, she ain't popping. Fucking Paris Hilton signed there, she ain't fucking popping. There's a whole bunch of people that signed through Young Money that has not done anything. Nothing. Hell, even Gutter can't get nothing. Hell, Mac Man can't even get nothing. He the damn CEO president. So, girl, you're not a priority. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to say you're not a priority because you're not like, you lack talent or anything. Because it seems like you can sing, but you were never going to really be a priority there. There's enough going on over there. You need to pack up your stuff and move out. And especially everything that you said that you was doing. You said you booking your own time. You booking your own shows. That is not supposed to be your job. That is supposed to be their job. So if they're not doing that, my thing is, what are you getting from being with them other than saying that you're related to them somehow, being able to drop their name? But if they're not doing anything for you, if they're not even putting you in the right positions, what the fuck is you there for? Get your shit and leave, Stephanie. Get your shit and do it by yourself. You better off going on YouTube and doing your videos and getting popping that way. Okay? So that's that. Then, let me see what happened after that. Not much happened after that. So then we gonna go to the scene. Oh, Betty Idol wants everybody to come with her to go to the border and to help, as far as like the kids that are locked up down there. I could go on a whole rant about that man, about that orange, but we ain't gonna be here on it. Then we got the whole scene with Kat and Eddie, which is my favorite scene again, because anytime them two's on screen together, it's magic. So Eddie comes into the kitchen, and pretty much the whole conversation is, from his point of view, it's like, look, I understand that I hurt you, and I understand that I cheated on you, but if you say that you forgive me, then you have to forgive me. You can't keep bringing this shit up over and over and over again. So I need you to tell me what it is that I need to do for us to move past that, because it seems like you keep holding on to that. And if you said you forgive me, then you forgive me. Stop trying to throw that in my face. That was his point of view. Her point of view is, well, look, at the end of the day, you did hurt me, and you was locked up for a long time, so you really didn't even get to feel my rage or my wrath or anything like that. So now that you're out, yes, I'm still gonna be triggered at times, and the only thing that's gonna make me feel better is time. There's nothing in particular that you can do. You're just gonna have to wait, and you're just gonna have to pretty much take me talking my shit until I get all my anger out. And if you can't deal with that, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I got from the whole conversation. And I don't like necessarily, I agree with both sides. I agree with Eddie in the sense of, because I say this all the time, like, especially to like people like that I'm friends with, like, don't go back to that nigga, or don't forget, or don't bring him back. Go back to him, or have him come back to you, if all you gonna do is hold whatever made you not be with him over his head. Like Kat said, you can forgive but not forget. But at the same time, if all you're gonna do is hold whatever situation that is over that person's head, there is no point of y'all being together. And I understand what Kat is saying as far as time is concerned, but from what I understand, he cheated on her when she was pregnant. So I do agree with him from that point. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. Not to say it's not painful, but that was a long time ago, Kat. And at some point in time, you're gonna have to let that hurt go. Time got you, but I I have to give Eddie his credit for saying, I'm trying to ask you, what is it that I can do to make sure that we're moving forward? I appreciate him saying that. So I do agree with Eddie in that sense. At some point in time, Kat, you gotta stop doing that, because that shit will be the downfall of your relationship. You can't keep holding that shit. Like, after a little bit of time, that can't be an excuse anymore, because your son is he's walking and talking and shit. So you gotta kind of let some of that hurt go. And if you're not ready to let that hurt go, then you don't need to be with Eddie right now. You need to let that hurt go and then come back, if that's what you want to do. However, I get Kat's point of view, because, my nigga, you cheated on me at the most vulnerable time that you could have, and you went to jail for a good majority of the time, so I didn't even really get my chance to let out all my feelings. So it's one thing talking to you over the phone, but you being in my face, it's really gonna bring up a lot of old things. And you can take me out and you can do this and you can do that, but it's always gonna be something lingering in the back of my mind, and that's gonna take time to build that trust back. Boom, I get it from both sides. I think I gotta come to a happy medium. I think, Eddie, you gotta continuously doing what you're doing, which is to take her out, make her, show her that you think, that you love her and that you feel like she's special. Finally, like I said, I ain't gonna touch on this too long, because I don't want no part to this whole situation, okay? I don't know nothing. I don't know nobody. But all I know is that Michael said that he got a call from, El Chapo's wife, and she wanted to meet up with them. They meet up with her on the boat. They have a wonderful conversation about how she can start a clothing line, and then everybody go their separate ways. Boom, I'm done talking about the situation. All right, so it was a good episode, y'all. Both episodes was cool. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'm out. Bye.